This YouTuber published game is actually good. Oh my god. I've heard so much about this game. Animal Well. It's been doing its rounds. I want to play it. I'll probably end up copying it at some point. I've not watched the bidet ranking video. Also, any YouTube frogs hanging out, if you guys want to watch this video without my commentary over it, feel free to go check it out. First link in the description. If you do stick around and you enjoy our stay, feel free to drop a like and a sub. I mean a lot. And also, if you want to come catch these streams sometime, second link in the description will be a link to my Twitch channel. Feel free to come through. All right, chat. Without further ado, let's get into it. Sorry, thank you for lurk.
I'm a guy who loves to smile. Tickle me and I'll giggle and spit up. Play peekaboo with me and I'll laugh out loud. And you know what makes me really happy? Seeing YouTubers branch out from their normal content and do something totally different and absolutely crush it.
Dude, that's so funny. I didn't even mean for this to be connected since we literally just watched the Indigo Park from Unique Geese to then go to this. That's so fucking sick.
It feels so good for the soul, honestly. Because typically when you see a YouTuber backed anything, whether it's a movie.
What just happened?
Let me tell you about my new obsession. AFK.
I'm sorry, Opera GX. What did I download you for if you're not gonna block the ads? This is the second time I've seen this stupid fucking AFK journey ad. Okay, dude?
Ascension WoW is a standalone World of Warcraft.
And there's no skip button.
Imagines WoW in a brand new way.
There's no skip button. Opera, you have failed me. So sorry, YouTube frogs. Hold on, we're gonna get this right. We're gonna get our get back. Don't worry. We're gonna get it right. All right, I'm about to switch back to Chrome, bro. How does the fucking jank-ass Chrome ad blocker work better than the advertised ad block?
Whether it's a movie, a product, a game, whatever, the initial assumption is that it's going to be complete irredeemable dog shit. And that's because there's many, many years worth of data to pull from with YouTubers releasing trash. It's a very well-established phenomenon. It's not some kind of conspiracy theory. That's just the hard truth of it. That's the cold water. Seeing a YouTuber's stamp of approval on a product is more concerning to consumers than seeing that California Proposition 65 warning on food about like the chemicals basically being a fucking bioweapon or whatever. It's just one of those things where no one really has a good impression of YouTuber-backed anything outside of, like, their videos. So in the rare cases where they absolutely nail it...
Do not tell Raid Shadow Legends that info, bruh.
It is... Oh, it's heart-healthy like Cheerios. But unlike Cheerios, I'm not lying when I say it really does feel good. So... Most notably, the one that pops into my head about a YouTube group going out and doing something very different and...
This is a shot in the dark. I don't even know the word like that. Is he gonna say Yogscast, right? Because didn't they make a bunch of games and shit like that?
Crushing it is Raka Raka with their horror movie Talk to Me.
I thought we were talking about games. Wait, hold up. Is Destiny trying to be political leafy right now? Bro said the N-word apparently, which I'm not surprised with his edgy jokes recently. Yes, he did say it like 3 or 4 weeks ago. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Dude, Destiny's quite the character. Quite the character for sure.
Which was an absolute smashing success. And now, I'm happy to say that Video Game Donkey now gets to join this exclusive club of YouTubers that have made a fucking banger outside of just normal content. So, Video Game Donkey has a publishing company called Big Mode, and they've just published their first game, Animal Well. It's a passion project that's been worked on for 7 years by a solo developer named Billy Basso, who has done the entire game himself from scratch. He designed his own engine for it as well. It's also been highly successful in terms of sales and just general reception. It has glowing reviews, just 10s and 9s out the wazoo. Everyone is gushing grannies over this game. And now, I've played the game, and I agree. It's a
Dude, yeah, he literally said, fine, I'll do it myself.
Really, really good game. And I'm not just playing softball with it like a lot of people are speculating. There's plenty of people that don't like Donkey on Twitter who are trying to belittle this game and just saying like, oh, it's only because he's, you know, Donkey that people are being nice to it. It's actually just a totally average game. If his name wasn't attached to it, it wouldn't be doing well at all. And I really think that miserable worm Grinch energy is very misplaced in this case, because even without Donkey's name being attached to this game in any way, I still think Animal Well would be a video game darling. It's a very interesting game. It's a Metroidvania with no combat. You have to get very creative with your tools to overcome some obstacles. It's mainly puzzle solving. There are enemies, but you never actually fight them per se. And I actually think that that makes it super fucking fun to have to like outsmart everything you see on screen, including yourself, where a lot of
Goofy, oh, what's up, bro?
times some of the puzzle solutions I was dreadful.
Goofy, oh, what you, yo, you're way too fucking kind, brother. You're way too kind. Thank you so much for that down out there. You are way too flipping kind to me, dude.
Fully overthinking on. So this is a genre that I don't even really like, by the way. I like some Metroidvanias, but on the whole, I just feel like I've kind of experienced everything the genre has to offer over the course of the fucking 29 years I've existed in this world. But somehow Animal Well still delivers something that felt truly unique and fresh. So I went into this not really knowing too much other than, I probably won't like it, but I'll at least understand why others do. I'll be able to appreciate it, even though I might not enjoy it so much myself. But after streaming it last night and experiencing it, I actually really enjoyed it. This shit slaps. And like I said, I do not even really like this genre all that much. Like, I can always appreciate...
Bro, Goofy, I appreciate you, man. Dude, were you at the bar? Were you chilling? Also, I hope the food is amazing.
them, even though I myself don't find enjoyment in them, but this one, I did. I was having a lot of fun with it. It's a game that throws you into this world and...
I was having a lot of fun with it. Just Charlie sitting there like... You want a bingo tonight? Yo, fuck yeah, bro.
tells you nothing. Pull yourself up by your own bootstraps.
Oh, Goofy, did I tell you the place I'm moving? It's only 17 minutes from a Sheetz. Bless up, bro. Right now, it's an hour and a half. Never should have moved here, bro. I should have checked how far away Sheetz was, and then I never should have moved here.
And use your noggin to crack the puzzles and progress. And even though I know that that's not exclusive to just Animal Well, it didn't reinvent the wheel of Metroidvanias or anything, the way Animal Well executes on the concept I really think is just great. If the game did suck ass, I wouldn't be shy about saying that. I think at $22, or, well, $25 when it's not on sale, that's not nothing. Of course, it is cheaper than most games out there, but it's still a chunk of change, so I have a feeling people that don't know about Dunkey would like to know more about the game outside of just memes and references. Like, yeah, it's of course very comparable to Halo 2 meeting Halo 3, but to really get into the meatballs of the spaghetti here, it's just a great game even if you have no fucking clue who Dunkey is or what Big Mode is, if that word means...
Dude, I don't know if I've ever even watched a Dunkey video. Hold on. Sorry, gonna go on a side quest really quickly to check. Dunkey. I don't know. I'm not subscribed. I'm subscribed, though. I recognize...
He's pulling his cock out!
Oh my god, that holy flip, holy shit. Urban, thank you, brother, for the fucking biddies. I guess I haven't, but his profile picture looks super familiar. I feel like I've watched some of his content, maybe on my other account or something. I'm gonna check him out though, for sure. All right, anyways, let's continue with Moist review. I might buy this game for the subathon.
Means nothing to you, this is still a game that I do think is worth the $25. Now, it is a short game. It is not long by any means. But
heard that a lot before. Said that a lot before. You know what I'm saying, boys?
I've always been of the belief that I'd rather have like a 5-hour masterpiece experience as opposed to like a 50-hour fucking slog mostly experience.
Yes. Like, you know, Firewatch versus anything Ubisoft has put out in the last 10 years. I'll take Firewatch any day. Also, usually the games usually the games that are 5 hours long are usually like, you know, $30 or less. Park one, but it was fun with my friends. Oh, dude, hell yeah, you frowned. Also, good morning, Jesse. Also, Darkroom, thank you for the bread. Appreciate you, dude. That one didn't get me, maybe because I was looking, or maybe just because I was already fully awake because of the, he's pulling his cock out.
Starfield, for example, spending 50 hours just beating my head against the wall and doing tedious...
Oh, let me rewind a little bit, sorry.
As opposed to like a 50-hour fucking slog mostly experience. Like Starfield, for example, spending 50 hours just beating my head against the wall and doing tedious chores on barren, empty planets. That's all just significant.
I love this guy. Cheers.
significantly less fun and less worth it in my eyes than paying that same price for a shorter game that keeps everything fast-paced, keeps you engaged, keeps you hooked, and having fun. As opposed to just...
I got rid of the pink one because it was leaking too much, and I bought this water bottle, and I have never drank so much water in my entire life. Dude, this thing is life-changing. And it keeps it cool, too. Get that big-ass jug on stream. Guys, this is... I know it's hard to believe, but this is actually bigger. Yeah, I know. I know. I know I sound like your new boyfriend. No, mine's actually bigger, okay? But it really is. It really is, and it keeps it cooler. Yup. But I can bring the red one back at some point for you guys. Bro, you gotta go to Walmart. I got the best water bottle in my life for like 15 bucks. Dude, yeah, I know, right? Walmart is where I originally tapped in on the bigger water bottles. This one was at Family Dollar, was 10 bucks. It's pretty great so far. I might have to tap in, though, at Walmart. What if I replace my water with cum? You'd have to nut a lot to fill this thing up.
Like mind-numbing time padding. That shit I think sucks. And Animal Well I don't think has anything that would ever be misconstrued as padding or wasteful time, anything like that. It's just such a joy to play. So I really feel like I got my money's worth out of Animal Well, and I know a lot of people have probably purchased the game just to support one of their favorite content creators, but even beyond that, I imagine they're pleasantly surprised with just how much fun the game they got is. There's nothing wrong with buying it just to support someone, but for like a general audience that doesn't know Dunkey, I do still think that this is a game they will appreciate greatly too. There's really nothing that I dislike about it. Now, that's not to say it's a perfect game, because this is not going to be everyone's cup of tea. Just fucking full stop right there. We don't need to beat around the bush here. This is a game that's not going to appeal to everyone because it is slow-paced. It is what you make of it. You're solving puzzles, and you're trying to creatively get around enemies as opposed to just fucking brutalizing them. You're not going to be stacking up corpses of all the enemies that you're killing. It's nothing really like that, and for a lot of people, that's going to be boring. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. If this isn't a game that appeals to you, that's just the way that it is. I don't think that makes you wrong or anything. It's just a different taste. Like I said,
I don't know. I feel like either I wouldn't like it. I guess that's the nice thing about the Steam return policy, right? But I feel like I either wouldn't like it, like pretty much off the rip, or the solving the puzzles would like feed my dopamine. I think it would also depend on how chat reacts to the game. Like if chat's really into it, I'd probably like it a lot more. Yo, hey, yo, what? Yo, what? Who moaned in my ear? We got you on the cum thing is crazy, by the way. But yeah, I think it would depend on how chat feels about it, because if chat's like really behind it, then it's gonna be like even more fun for me. So I probably will end up copying it.
I've become pretty tired of Metroidvanias on the whole, like over the last few years. This one, however, was just a surprisingly good one that really felt unlike most others that I've played before, so I've been personally really enjoying it. I never really have problems with any slow-paced games, and I think that this one offers enough new mechanics into it that really made it feel exciting for me. Like, I can't think of any other games where you have like a fucking frisbee that you can surf on and use to solve puzzles creatively, or like a bubble wand that actually has some very interesting speedrun tech to it.
Oh?
Where you can, this I imagine is not intended, but you can actually bubble chain with it and you can solve some puzzles probably in very unintended ways. And I don't know, it's just that sense of being able to tackle new things in creative ways. It just really felt good. And I just love the way the game looks. I think most people will probably like the aesthetic of the game, and the sound too. I think most people are going to love the way the game sounds. So to me, I've really enjoyed Animal Well. I'm extremely...
Jacksepticeye is about to eat this shit up if it got good sound design, bro. Speaking of containers to hold liquid in, me and my friend Kaisa bought matching bottles for vacation. It's clear, but also tinted so that alcohol will be low-key, and kids who want free alcohol won't harass me. Yo, W. Gonna hit the hay, have a good stream, got work in the morning. Yo, you frowned. Thank you so much for the raid, brother. Thank you for the biddies, by the way, playing the sound effects. You're a fucking real one. Have an amazing day tomorrow, and sleep well, brother.
Impressed with it, and I'm very excited to see what else Big Mode will publish in the future. This is a fucking amazing start. They're out here batting 1,000 with this one. They hit a big home run. As a few others have said, it is scientifically accurate to say that Big Mode only publishes bangers. I think this game is probably the best possible start you could pray for as a publisher here. And it's a feel-good story about a developer who's put so much time and passion into this project and having it succeed. So I've really enjoyed Animal Well. It seems most people have. Again, this is still not going to be a game that's going to appeal to everyone, and I think that that's totally fine. But to those that it does appeal to, it slaps. Like, everything it aims to do, I think it does very well.
Dude, I feel like sometimes you got to do that. Like, if you really want a game like this to, like, pop off and go crazy, you got to make it, like, you got to niche it down a little. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to make it so that not everyone loves it, but, like, it also for the audience that it's there for, they, like, are diehard fans of it. I think it makes sense. Giving indie and small starter devs love is so wholesome. I love it. Hell yeah, Urban.
And it just makes me happy
too.
seeing YouTubers be able to get behind something like this. A lot of people have credited Dunkey for making the game. He has never made that claim, as he has always said, this is Billy's game. Dunkey is the publisher behind it. And I think he's done a great job as a publisher, but it is, again, not his game. The credit for the game itself belongs solely to Billy here.
On God, Goofy, on God. You want to play? Is he going to play it?
You want to play? Let's play.
Thank you, Soundbites. But yeah, Goofy, on God. Indie devs really do deserve more fucking love. They are, in my opinion, I know I've been saying this so much the last couple of months, but like indie devs and AA devs are literally carrying the game industry right now. If it was up to AAA devs, I feel like we'd be cooked. Because, like, I mean, we got Alan Wake 2, we got Baldur's Gate 3, Hi-Fi Rush, they're gone now. Okay, anybody else name me some good games that came out from AAA devs in the last 2 years? I can't think of it. Those are the only three that I can think of off the top of my head right now. I'm like, yeah, those were good. I would pay, $60 for those games. I think they were worth it. I mean, if you were a big fan of Assassin's Creed Mirage, you could say that game was good, I still haven't played that shit, dude. I got that shit installed. I got to play it. And it does bring new concepts and ideas to gaming that we desperately need. On God. God of War Ragnarok. Yo, true. Yeah. Wait. Did that come out recently? Was that within the last 2 years? I thought that was like 2021 for some reason. Well, I guess technically that would be like, we'd be close to that. 2022? Oh, shit. I didn't even realize that, dude. Holy shit. Yeah, that. So God of War Ragnarok. Alan Wake 2. Baldur's Gate 3. Hi-Fi Rush. I was going to say something maybe like more niche, like Scorn or something like that, but was that even a AAA game? I think that might have been a AA game. I'm trying to think. I'm sure there is a couple more, but I just think that indie and AAA games, like, because indie and AA games, like, because you got Power World, you got Helldivers, even though Helldivers just went through all that bullshit. You got Lethal Company, you got Content Warning, you got Animal Well, you got, hold on. Oh, Spider-Man 2. Yeah, Spider-Man 2 could be up there too. You got V Rising, you got Hades 2. What else has dropped recently? Baltoro came out recently. Outlast Trials, which maybe Outlast Trials, I don't know if their dev team is considered AAA. What else even just on here that I have? Oh, I would say even like a difficult game about climbing, right? It was quite an interesting indie game that came out recently. Buckshot Roulette. All these games have came out in like, what? All those games came out in the last like 6 months? Right? I mean, V Rising has been in beta, but like this game officially launched like the other day,
I don't know how much input Dunkey and Leah have had, like, with the actual production of the game. I imagine they've had some kind of say-so and a couple of things to maybe offer suggestions, but it is still Billy's passion project, and Dunkey is the team behind it that's been able to get it out there.
Elden Ring! Yes! Oh, Elden Ring, Dying Light 2. I know that not many people were a big fan of Dying Light 2. I thought it was really fun. And I gotta replay it because I know that they are like doing a lot of shit with that. Yeah, I'd say that. I'm trying to think of what else. There's more. I know there isn't more, but I'm just saying that like in the time that we've gotten like 6 or 7 good AAA games, in like a quarter or half of that time, we've gotten way more like mainstay indie games, or at least like close to indie or AA. A game that doesn't involve me watching Chris play blackjack and just giving me migraine watching you fail. LL, yo, that's real. That's real.
Market it and act as just like a really good, wholesome publisher in a world where publishers have the worst possible reputation right now, with so many of them battling for the stupidest fucking decisions over the last couple.
Well, I would say, you know, credit to not EA, but the motherfuckers that made Star Wars, the Star Wars Jedi game. That game was good. I didn't complete it, but it was good. It was fun. I need to play it again as a used to be diehard Star Wars fan. I gotta play it more. New Tomb Raider? Yeah, dude. Yeah. You're the only dude I know who will get 18 and press hit me button. Dude, that was not my proudest moment, okay?
Weeks even. So it's just super cool to see Big Mode succeed like this, and I'm excited to see what else comes from Big Mode. That's really about.
All right, we're gonna pause so it doesn't autoplay. Sorry. Yeah, dude. Nah, that's real as hell, bro. That is real as hell. Shout out Charlie for covering this, bro. That is awesome. Tickle me and I'll giggle and spit up is such a Charlie thing to say. Animal Well, a game made by one guy has more players than a AAA live service game made by a team of 250 using an iconic IP on a much bigger budget, and both games took 7 years to make. Which games is he talking about? Does somebody say it? Oh, wait. That's because teams of 200 people have each person having to learn what exactly they're supposed to do and how it's supposed to fit, then take 4 weeks to type out the code that could be done in an hour, and then it has to fit together with the other code other people in the exact same situation have written. That's the creative cost of cutting. The irony is palpable. It's actually quite literally a game made by one guy, including the game engine, which is a rarity, and that's underselling the statement. As more players, I mean, I guess 6,000 players, active players is more. Is this guy scoffing at 6,000 active players? That's crazy. That is literally crazy, bro.
Chris, if you tickle me, I'll giggle and spit up for you.
What? Oh, Baldur's Gate 2. I'd have gave you said that. Yeah, that was the first one I said, I'm pretty sure. That one or Alan Wake 2. Both those games. I love both those games so fucking much, dude. Oh my god. Did you see Charlie cover the Kendrick Lamar? Not like us. No, I didn't, dude. Yo, Darkroom, thank you for the bread, bro. Urban, thank you for the bread too, brother. Appreciate you. Not to mention, the game is only 35 megabytes, super refreshing in the age of most well-polished games, taking up at least 5 gigs. Yeah, dude, even 5 gigs, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, no, I'm chilling. But it's like the Star Wars fucking Battlefront remaster taking up 72 gigs. Really enjoyed my playthrough. Puzzles were very refreshing. And above all else, the game is finished on launch day. It's nice the dev's name was mentioned specifically. I feel most people know it's Donkey published, but of course not everyone. Yeah, I didn't realize. Or Donkey, sorry. Mr. Bunky just published the banger. Congratulations for the solo dev for creating this masterpiece and the whole ARG before the game's release. It was awesome. There was an ARG. That's cool. Halo 2 and Halo 3 combined, dream come true for the classic Halo fans. Real. It's also the solo dev that released the most banger games because there is no corporation or mixed opinions intervening. We need more developers like this. Oh yeah, before I got into the replies, because I was trying to figure out what studio this person was referencing up here, I was gonna say this is my whole take. This was my whole take on Bethesda. I think that they are fucking up, or not fucking up, but like the games aren't as magical as they used to be because the studio is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's not making it like it's hard to be cohesive and have a vision and be creative when it's a humongous team like that.